On the day of her burial, new footage of Benazir Bhutto's last moments released by the government. Final images of her smiling and waving. What followed next was gunfire and a suicide bombing. If we look at it again more slowly, you can see a gun and the discharge after a shot has been fired. But despite this, officials say it was the force of the explosion which caused her death.
When she was tugging down and was thrown by the force of that shock wave of the explosion, unfortunately, one of the lever on the left side, the lever of the sunroof, hit her.
It's a version of events rejected by Ms. Bhutto's aides. They insist she was shot in the chest and neck. But the details of death mattered little to mourners, jostling for space to make final farewells. The plain wooden coffin was driven the short distance from Ms. Bhutto's ancestral home to the family tomb in the south of the country. Draped in the flag of her Pakistan People's Party, befitting the latest heir of Pakistan's most famous political dynasty. These are the adoring supporters of the Bhutto name, the rural poor. Elsewhere she was seen as a westernized politician. Here she was a feudal lord, the daughter of prominent landowners, dispenser of patronage and protection. Her loss is their loss.
What has happened is incredibly tragic, and we recognize that she is the fourth Bhutto to die.
At last, the final journey to a resting place beside her father, a populist politician executed by a military dictator. She took over his legacy and his party. Now there's no obvious successor. So in Pakistan, it's the end of a political era. And in the Bhutto heartland, it's a time of uncertainty, anxiety about what her passing will mean for their future. Here in Larkana tonight, there is a sense of grief, but also of anger and gloom. Benazir Bhutto may be a political leader recognized around the world, but this is her personal stronghold, and her tragic death is seen very much as a tragedy for the town. Barbara Platt, BBC News, Larkana.